Everything the Democrats do seems to have a negative effect on not just society, but on us as individuals. Look at the man accused of mowing down dozens of innocent parade goers. A judge set him free on $1,000 bail just 2 days earlier. Before that, the governor of Wisconsin vetoed numerous tough-on-crime bills that would have forced that judge to keep the alleged mass murderer in prison. Now, after all the damage is done, the judge finally sets bail at $5 million. And think about this. 1 day earlier, the Democrat congressional squad pushes the maniacal idea of emptying prisons, emptying them out, letting every prisoner go. They don't believe in setting bail anymore. In fact, they want every arrested criminal simply set free while awaiting trial. This is what I mean by putting Americans in danger. Do they want the Waukesha suspect simply sprung free? He killed 6 people, including this little boy. But the mainstream media will never ask them the questions, do they want him sprung? So instead, we get this nonsense from the likes of Rashida Tlaib.
That you endorsed actually says release everyone
but in 10 years. But think about it, who are releasing?
But there are like human traffickers,
I know,
child sex. So, but you're saying, do you mean that you don't actually support that? Because you endorsed the bill.
No, I endorsed the BREATHE Act and looking at the policies and how we incarcerate.
Oh, I know there are some sex traffickers in there. Just let them all go. Folks, here's my challenge to you. Name me one Republican policy that the direct effect is physical harm to the American people. One policy that we know will have a direct negative effect on public safety or even our finances. Nearly every Democrat policy falls into those categories. Vaccine mandates, to the point where people are losing their jobs, and of course, all the lockdowns, business-crushing lockdowns. They support open borders, the Democrats do, where we know terrorists, child molesters, drug dealers, sex traffickers are all flowing into the country. And now, Team Biden is about to unleash 87,000 new IRS agents on the American people.
They want to snoop on bank accounts of people making over $10,000. So your grandmother on a fixed income will be subject to these 87,000 new IRS agents if they get their way. We don't want them to get their way.
No, we absolutely do not. This is what's in their massive spending bill. So first off, if the IRS is the only agency that can accuse you of a crime, and it is, it's the only agency accuses you of a crime, tax evasion, they can seize your cash, leaving you to prove your innocence. And that could cost thousands. Remember, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, not with the IRS. So here is Nancy Pelosi's highway robbery scheme. The IRS will claim you owe, say, $20,000 in back taxes. Because an attorney would cost far more than that. To fight it, you either just write a check or cut a deal to pay 10 grand, even if you don't owe it. It's nothing short of government strong-arming its citizens. And that is what the Democrats' massive spending package is all about.
Do you think that this pay-for of giving the IRS more money to crack down on unpaid taxes is going to stay in the reconciliation bill? What do you say to Americans who are concerned about that?
Yes. Well, I mean, with all due respect, the plural of anecdote is not data. I've said that before here. Yes, there are concerns that some people have, but if people are breaking the law and not paying their taxes, one way to track them is through the banking measure.
With all due respect, you hate America, Nancy Pelosi. While Democrats will tell you that these new, oh-so-eager 87,000 IRS agents will just be targeting the rich, it is not true. The result of this plan is expected to lead to 1.2 million IRS audits annually. 50% of those audits, 600,000, will target families earning less than $75,000 a year. And 300,000 of those audits would focus on families earning up to $25,000 a year. So Joe Biden wants to double the chance of you getting audited by the IRS. That's his way of rewarding Americans for their vote? Give me a break. Talk about striking the fear of God into all of us. Just unleash Joe Biden's Kraken, the IRS, I guess. And he does this while the rest of his party wants to defund police. So again, talk about a policy that makes life more dangerous for Americans. Defund the police that go after real street criminals and fund the police, IRS agents, that go after hardworking Americans. The war in this country really is being waged against the law-abiding. And that's the sad reality of Team Biden in control.